Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing amazing today. In this video, we're diving into the latest updates about Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos. You don't want to miss this. So make sure to stay tuned till the end, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. The studio lights of Live with Kelly and Mark had always carried a certain kind of magic, warm, bright, and filled with an energy that made mornings feel a little lighter. But lately, the magic felt different to Kelly Ripa. It wasn't gone, but dimmed, as if hanging in the air just out of reach. She still smiled, still laughed, still charmed millions across the country, but a quiet worry lived behind her eyes, one she could no longer ignore. Mark Consuelos, her husband, her partner through adventure, parenthood, and the chaotic wonder of daytime television, had always been the strong one. The protector, the calm in every storm. But the storm had shifted, and this time, Kelly wasn't sure how to hold the sky together. It began with small things. Mark seemed tired, more than television tired. He'd lose his breath climbing the stairs or pause mid-sentence to catch himself from coughing. At first, Kelly brushed it off as exhaustion or a lingering cold. They both worked non-stop, juggling show schedules and family life. Fatigue was normal, wasn't it? But deep down she knew. She felt it before she heard it. One night, long after the city outside their window had fallen asleep, Mark finally told her. They were in bed, the soft hum of the air conditioner filling the silence. His voice had cracked when he said her name, not Kel, not Babe, just Kelly, spoken the way someone says a word they don't want to let go of. "I went to the doctor today," he began. "I didn't want to tell you until I knew for sure." Kelly turned to face him, heart already racing. "Mark, what is it?" she whispered. He swallowed, eyes glistening. "They found something in my lungs." The world tilted. For a moment, the room felt cold, unreal, like a bad dream that refused to fade with dawn. She gripped his hand, searching his face for reassurance, for a smile, for anything that could soften the blow. But Mark wasn't smiling. "It might be serious," he added softly. "They need to run more tests." Kelly's tears came quietly at first. She pressed her forehead to his, their hands locked between them, and for a long time, neither spoke. They didn't have to. Their silence said everything: fear, love, and the unspoken terror of losing a piece of your soul. The next weeks were a blur of appointments, whispered conversations behind dressing room doors, and rehearsing scripts with smiles that required effort. Mark, ever the optimist, tried to keep the mood light, cracking jokes even in waiting rooms, squeezing Kelly's hand to remind her he was still him. But each test result added weight, and the truth settled like a shadow across their lives. A chronic lung condition, progressive, manageable, but unpredictable. A word neither of them ever imagined hearing, not now, not like this. Kelly hid the diagnosis from the public at first. Their job was to bring joy, not sorrow. She didn't want pitying headlines or sympathy messages from strangers who didn't know their story, their battles, their intimate fears whispered in the dark. But people noticed something was off. Fans commented online about Kelly's glassy eyes, her voice cracking mid-sentence, the way she reached for Mark's hand more often on air. And then came the show, the moment everyone would remember. They were closing the Friday episode, the music swelling gently in the background, when the emotions Kelly had been fighting all week finally pushed past her defenses. Mark had been struggling with his breathing that day. Viewers at home probably saw nothing unusual, but she saw everything: the subtle exhale, the hand pressed discreetly to his stomach, the slight tremor in his fingers. When the cameras went off, Kelly turned to him, tears threatening. "I hate that you're going through this," she whispered, voice breaking. "I hate that I can't fix it." Mark cupped her face like he had done 1,000 times over the years and brushed away a tear with his thumb. "Hey," he said softly, "we'll get through it. Together, we always do." "But I'm scared," she admitted, the words catching in her throat. "Me too." His honesty was both devastating and comforting. But being scared means we have something worth fighting for, right? In that moment, her heart cracked and healed at the same time. At home, nights were the hardest. Kelly would lie awake listening to Mark's breathing, counting each rise and fall of his chest. She would place a hand over his heart just to feel it beating, grounding herself in it. One evening, she found him sitting on the couch, staring at old family videos. Their kids as toddlers, birthdays, vacations, their wedding day, Mark twirling her around with the confidence of a man certain of forever. Kelly sat beside him, leaning against his shoulder. On the screen, a younger version of them laughed, dancing barefoot in their living room. "We've had a beautiful life," Mark murmured. "We still do," she replied quickly, almost defensively. He nodded. "We still do." They stayed like that, watching their memories like flickering stars, bright, precious, and eternal. As weeks turned to months, Kelly found herself appreciating moments she once took for granted. The way Mark hummed in the shower, the warmth of his hand in hers during morning coffee, the playful wink he gave her before every show, no matter how hard the day had been. There was a new tenderness between them, raw, fragile, but fiercely strong. They prioritized slow walks in the park over industry parties, dinners at home over red carpet events. Their conversations grew deeper, their laughter more sacred. Kelly sometimes broke down in the privacy of their bedroom, letting the fear wash through her. Mark held her each time, whispering, "I'm here. I'm not going anywhere." And while illness had entered their lives uninvited, it brought something unexpected too, a sharper clarity of love. They no longer waited for the right time to cherish life. They did it now, in every sunrise, every shared meal, every silly joke that made them laugh until their sides ached. Their love story didn't dim because of illness. It burned brighter. One morning, Kelly opened the show with a message to viewers. Her voice trembled, tears pooling, but she spoke with honesty and grace. "Life is unpredictable," she said. "But love is what gets us through the toughest chapters. If you're going through something scary, something overwhelming, please know you're not alone." Mark reached over and intertwined his fingers with hers. The audience erupted in applause, some wiping tears. In that moment, the magic returned, not the sparkling, effortless magic of television, but the deeper magic of vulnerability, resilience, and love that refuses to break. Kelly looked at Mark, and for the first time in months, she didn't feel fear overwhelming her. She felt hope. Whatever the future held, they would face it side by side. "Life is unpredictable," she said. "But love is what gets us through the toughest chapters. If you're going through something scary, something overwhelming, please know you're not alone." Mark reached over and intertwined his fingers with hers. The audience erupted in applause, some wiping tears. In that moment, the magic returned, not the sparkling, effortless magic of television, but the deeper magic of vulnerability, resilience, and love that refuses to break. Kelly looked at Mark, and for the first time in months, she didn't feel fear overwhelming her. She felt hope. Whatever the future held, they would face it side by side. Stay tuned for all the updates about Kelly Ripa. We are the first to publish all the information about Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos, so stay with us to get all the latest updates. And stay tuned to our USA Daily Drop for all updates. So make sure to stay tuned till the end, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.